Okay, so we're here at 3337 Tica Drive in Los Angeles. We're running our camera from a 4-inch cleanout located like in a little basement over here next to the water heater. There is another 4-inch mainline cleanout outside of the house on the left-hand side underneath the concrete. But obviously we want to run this camera as farther back as possible. Obviously we cannot check all the plumbing in the house. You'll have your general inspector, when he crawls underneath, he's going to check as much of the piping as possible. We can only check what we can gain access to. And right now we're actually all the way out to the city connection in the middle of the street. So there's the city sewer right there. So as we come back, a little shifted over here by the city connection. To me, in my opinion, that's very normal because that's what you're going to find with a connection to the city when you're using two pieces of pipe that are joined together with cement. This way it's actually shifted in the correct position because it's not going to prevent anything from stopping up over here. So in my opinion, that looks okay. As we come back,
Clay.
looks like a clay pipe, pretty old clay pipe, but it's still functioning. Looks pretty good so far. Now you do have some roots over there, so the sewer line can be maintained with some periodic cleaning from that 4-inch clean out outside of the house. Now those roots are nothing that's going to cause a blockage at this time, but definitely may need some periodic cleaning. Like over here, we definitely have some good amount of roots over here, and you see how the paper's catching to it. So not that it's going to cause a blockage or anything, unless of course you were flushing tampons, baby wipes, paper towels, etc. So you see the sewer line definitely going to need some maintenance. There's no doubt about it. You can see the roots. We're coming to the 4-inch clay pipe now. We're actually on the property now. So this can all be maintained with periodic cleaning. You can see some roots coming in. You can see this line's been hydrojetted already with the little spots on the line. Definitely going to need some hydrojetting and some periodic cleaning. No doubt about it. Comes back to some cast iron piping over here. Now the cast iron, obviously it's getting a little old. We check the inside of the pipe. We cannot see the outside of the pipe. But looking at this so far, it doesn't look too bad. Nice and round. Very minor rust build-up in it. Looks like the bottom of the pipe is still there. So it looks pretty okay. Now that's the clean out that we were talking about outside. So if you wanted to clean all those roots out that we've just seen, this is where you would do it from. Now we want you to notice over here, coming back from here, it's going to change to a section of clay piping that has roots in it. And the only way you're going to ever clean this out is from this clean out that we're running our camera from here inside the little basement. Got pretty heavy roots over here. That's not good. And if you do have a blockage and you land up cleaning it from over here, you could flood the basement. So we're going to actually recommend that this section of clay piping be replaced. And it's actually right underneath the concrete over here where you come into the door of the basement over here. We've marked it out about 3 feet deep over there. And then it comes back to cast iron. Okay, this is cast iron running underneath the basement floor over here. So we're going to recommend, and then you've got some ABS or maybe new cast iron pipe or ABS plastic here. This all looks nice and clean. And then a little bit of cast iron. As we come out of this clean out over here, you can see this section of piping was replaced over here. And we're going to highly recommend that that section of 4-inch clay pipe be replaced because that could cause a flood here to the basement. We'll go ahead and stop the recording over here.